Hello Sagittarius, welcome to your weekly love reading. This will be for Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus. Please keep in mind energy can go vice versa, and this reading won't resonate with everyone. So take what fits, but please leave the rest out. Try not to make anything fit that doesn't. Okay, we have Strength with Seven of Spring. Someone's finding it difficult to say what they need to say or stand up for themselves. Somebody wants something here. And desperately wanting to change something, but just doesn't know if they have the courage to do it. I want to break this no contact with they are just a distraction. Yes, somebody's not happy with where they are at now. Okay, so let's see the overall. Queen of Wands, this is about taking charge, the initiative to make change happen. Okay, having the courage to do so as well. It's a lot already about someone gathering their inner strength to make a change in the situation. So your energy, we have Ace of Cups, the Fool, Two of Wands, and the Empress card. Okay, so this is a good time to really nurture yourself. I see that you guys are kind of picking up on this. The universe is providing opportunities coming here in the next 2 months that's going to allow you to relax, do things that you want to do, and take that opportunity as it comes. Don't try to push it off because it's meant for you to kind of clear your energy here. So you might have some sweet surprises in store, possibly vacation, something like that. Ace of Cups and the Fool card, something is definitely happening for your benefit. This is healing energy as well as entering a new phase in your love life. This is fantastic. A lot of you have overcome some struggle here or conflict when it comes to your love life that felt like it was impossible to overcome, okay? Something was definitely draining your energy a lot at times, and you feel like now you're finally free from that. So let's see what's going on in their energy. We have King of Cups, Two of Swords, and the Nine of Cups. This person knows what they want. They know how they feel, but they just don't know how to make the decision or have the courage to make that jump. They almost feel paralyzed in a sense in their own feelings and emotions that it starts to overwhelm them. Their energy is now draining over this. Let's see the King of Cups, Queen of Pentacles, and the Seven of Cups. Yeah, I see something that stops them from reaching out and wanting you to reach out to them is that they feel like they don't know how you're going to react. And they're unsure if you're going to care about them the same way you did in the past, or maybe you've just moved on. Let's see this Two of Swords, Nine of Pentacles, and the Two of Pentacles. Yeah, this person wants something different than they did in the past. And they're seeing that their selfish ways or whatever they were indulging in was really what broke this. Let's see what's happened in the past. Let's find out. King of Wands, Ten of Swords. Oof. Okay, Lovers, and the Two of Cups. Sun card. Something didn't turn out as planned. And what I see is someone getting overconfident and thinking about things only how they affect themselves and not seeing how the whole situation was falling apart. So I see them hyper-focused on their situation or whatever was going on in their mind, that it destroyed this connection. Their heart is truly devoted to you. They're on the same page emotionally. But to overcome this challenge in the Lover's card, it would take courage to choose commitment or choose to be with you, regardless of the circumstances here. With the Sun card, there was a reason you did come into their life. They felt like all of a sudden their life meant something, but they refused to see it. They didn't want to address that, or they thought that they can make excuses for themselves that I'm just crazy. You know, that's not really how it is. I'm just allowing my feelings to overwhelm me. So they would suppress it and try to turn it into a negative here. And they would make poor decisions, right? They would convince themselves that, you know, this is not what it is. I'm just going to have to still focus on what I need to do for my life. And if they want to come along for the ride, then fine. I don't really see the need to commit or to promise something for the future. Let's see the challenge. We have the Temperance card, King of Pentacles and the Page of Pentacles. So this is an immovable energy. It feels so slow moving, but that they were very stubborn, set in their ways. Maybe they had a plan for their life, and when you came into it, it kind of disrupted that because their emotions were all over the place. So they had to like push their narrative further and push you away, make sure that you knew what was most important to them, possibly finances here, or they were in a committed relationship already. With the Page of Pentacles, they were missing opportunities left and right for this to become something serious, something meaningful. Let's see the Temperance card. There's a lack of balance here. Yeah, because they were trying to control it. The Emperor card, so I see them trying to control the energy, not allowing things to flow the way that they should. A natural progression because they were trying to control their emotions. They were trying to convince themselves that this wasn't as meaningful. Maybe they could live without you, especially with the Emperor and the Nine of Wands. I can do it all myself. That I will find someone just like them in the future. It's okay. But right now, I need to focus on myself, or I need to do what I need to do for my life. Let's see this Nine of Wands. It almost feels like they didn't want to add you into the equation. Their heart did, but they didn't want to take the bull by the horns and make this possible, even though they know they were just in denial. Ten of Pentacles. Okay, so yeah, both of you could have been in a committed situation already, a third party. Let's see this Page of Pentacles. Doesn't have to be. It just shows that this person didn't want to commit at that time because they felt like they needed to focus on themselves. Six of Wands and the Five of Cups. Yeah, this was a very painful situation towards the end because it felt like it was all about them. Their ego was an issue as well, and some of them were kind of cold in how they handled it. Almost felt stone cold with this wall up. With the Emperor card, it just feels like it's stoic energy. There's no way around convincing this person about how you feel and what should happen in this connection. It feels like it's just their way or the highway. So let's see this Five of Cups. Seven of Swords, Six of Cups. Yeah, I felt like a betrayal as well. Like they were betraying this connection, this love that is here. Because it is a magnetic feeling between you two with the Lovers, Two of Cups. But they had to make the right choice. A conflict had to be overcome here in order for this to turn into a committed situation. I also see that their behavior was not becoming of them. It was starting to trigger some things within you. A lot of you thought that they were deceiving you, or maybe that they were being deceitful, having a different partner. There's something here where it just didn't feel right and it bothered you. It feels like, how could they neglect this connection? How can they try to neglect me at every turn when all I'm giving them is love? And this feels so special between us. Why would they do this? Why would they detach or do things that are out of character that if I wish I knew in the beginning, I would have never got involved? I want to see what this is. Seven of Swords. Ace of Pentacles, Five of Wands. Okay, for some of them, you saw that they were choosing financial gain or opportunities, such as a job change or leveling up, over love. And it felt like it was neglect. That they were trying to just focus on their life, make their life excel, and they were leaving you behind. And this was very unfair. Some of you felt used in the process, that they just used you along the way for support, and then were just going to leave you behind. And also that they could have been an opportunist. There's a lot of thoughts that were going through your head that were causing some fears and doubts about this connection as a whole, because of their behavior, because they were not trying to open up. Let's see this Moon. Queen of Swords. You were smart, right? So you were on point. They were acting fishy. They were being off. And it's because they were hiding their feelings. They didn't want to really embrace this connection for what it is. They were trying to convince themselves it wasn't that important so that they could continue on the straight and narrow. Whatever they were doing before you came in, they could focus on that. And I also see that they had trouble standing up for themselves when it came to their emotions. They feel like they wanted to say some things that were really heartfelt and also tell you how much you mean to them. But they felt like it would make them weak in a way. You were smart though, Queen of Swords. You were on to them. So what is going to happen next? Okay, what move are they going to make? We have 8 of Cups, 10 of Cups, Queen of Cups, and Hanged Man. It's very important, and the High Priestess. It's important to surrender to the divine at this time. Your intuition is guiding you along the way. Do not trust what is in the physical realm, okay? Because things are happening that you're not going to believe in the 10 of Cups. There is a move being made that's going to bring emotional fulfillment. So if this reading is resonating with you, in the extended, we're going to go over exactly what action they take, what they're going to say moving forward, as well as the timing and the outcome. If this is your last stop, though, thank you so much for joining me. Many blessings to you, and take care of yourself. I'll see you next time.